Oh, it feels so weird to not have music playing. Okay. I completely forgot what it's like to talk to a camera. I've been procrastinating doing this as per usual, but actually there's been a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Like I've had the idea of making this video for a while now, and then I wasn't doing it because I was working on my university application. Yeah, getting into art school is a lot of work, to be honest. So I was doing that. I've been writing so much in my journal, and I realized a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. They're kind of not that revolutionary thoughts. They're just stuff I thought would be worth sharing. So I'm going to do my makeup now. I also did my nails yesterday. What is it called? I forgot English. So I'm going to do a little whimsy makeup today. And while I do that, I'm going to talk about the kind of stuff that's been in my head lately. Some quick updates of what I've been up to. I've been selling my clothes. Actually, I'm reminding myself that I have 2 packages I need to send when I leave the house. I have to not forget to take them with me. And I've been trying to be more conscious about my screen time. I'm mostly trying to cut down on using Instagram or scrolling Instagram and TikTok. And I've been getting into reading Substack in the morning, which is still in a form, I'm still consuming, but I think the fact that I take my time to read an article is already much better for my attention span than watching 5 seconds of a video and then scrolling for another one. Yes. I'm also just putting everything out on my bed because I have no idea what I'm trying to do right now. So, another thing I've been doing that I think is pretty fun, for March, I wrote this little piece of paper where I would track the habits I'm trying to get in the habit of doing more. To just remind myself to take my vitamins every day because I tend to forget. Small stuff like this, and to work out and to keep track of journaling. I put it on my mirror, so whenever I look in the mirror I see that, oh, today I haven't taken my vitamins yet, and then I go take them, and then I take it off, and then it makes me feel happy that I already did something successful today. That is a very simple thing, but I believe it goes a long way to just keep track of stuff. Even if you're not setting very big goals of oh, I have to go to the gym every single day. I didn't set any goals to myself of how much I want to go to the gym. I just started going, and then I look at my tracker, and then I'm I can decide how I feel based on the amount of days that I have crossed out. And then I can say, okay, this week looks pretty good because I went 4 days, and I'm damn, that's kind of cool because the week before I went 0, So then it's already you see the improvement, and you don't necessarily have to be crazy about the amount. You just have to acknowledge the stuff you've already done. Yeah, celebrate it, even if it's one day. When I cross it out, I'm damn, I did something good today. I actually wrote notes about of what I want to talk because I knew I would get sidetracked and not remember. After I submitted my portfolio for my uni application, I felt so relieved. I was stressing about this for so much, and I was literally the last week of it, especially because I left it last minute, as per usual. I was just non-stop working in my head, even when I wasn't physically doing it. I think everyone can relate when you have a deadline and you get so consumed by it because you procrastinated until the last minute. There is something in my eye. I was feeling so stuck until then, and I felt it's such a struggle for me to actually sit at my table and work on this. And then the moment I submitted it, like the next day I woke up with so full of energy, and I felt like, oh my god, I can like literally do whatever. I have crazy motivation for life, and I was just like completely in disbelief. Where was all this energy when I actually had to do something? Like, why was it not there yesterday when I still had the chance to pour it into something I actually need to do? You know? Maybe you don't. I don't know either, but it's just like, what is that? But so after that, I cleaned my entire room, and I was cooking, and I was taking out the trash, and I was doing laundry, and I felt like going outside. I felt like working out. I mean, I still did those kind of things before, but I just felt I got so much more done in one day than before. And I realized that once you do a thing and you finish that and you have this sense of like success that, oh my god, I actually did something and it's done, like I can move on, then you kind of get in the flow of doing, and it becomes like a chain reaction. The things I wrote: when my body is tired but not too exhausted, I don't have energy to be anxious, which is something I observed physically in my body. If I have muscle pain, or I'm literally like, I just want to lay down because I worked out so hard I can't like even lift a pen anymore. Okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, just so you like get the you know what I'm saying. Then I my body literally is unable to feel the anxious feeling in my belly. It's probably science. I think this is how I work. I'm pretty sure this is how every human body works. And I also wrote, when I'm busy, I don't have time to overthink, which is also kind of self-explanatory, but I genuinely noticed this on myself, and I was like, damn, it's that simple. It really is that simple. When you keep yourself busy, you have to focus on the stuff that you're doing, so you don't have time to think about useless stuff or negative self-talk or overthinking excuses and worries that are absolutely irrelevant or make zero sense, because you actually have something to focus your attention on. I actually don't know what I want to do with my makeup at all. I don't know. So I've been coming across many other people saying this quite often these days. Literally everything, and by that I mean everything, that is worth it in life or that is worth living for is going to be cringe. Like, it is cringe. Or at least it is cringe when you do it for the first time. It is cringe because society has told you that it is, and that is just absolute bullshit. And I've kind of been trying to accept the fact more and more that I have to be cringe in order to be happy. There are like some girls I follow on Instagram who I find inspiring because I think they just have like a really cool energy, you know. It's not necessarily because they dress cool or they are pretty, but it's about the kind of pure energy that they radiate that I'm about. And I'm like, wow, I really wish to be more in that unapologetic, authentic energy that they seem to convey on their social media. Authenticity is not really something that you can fake. And I remember back in the day, some other people I would follow because I thought they're cool, and then I would feel like worse when I see their post about myself because I was thinking that they are so much cooler than me. I can never be that cool. They would probably think I'm cringe. First of all, I started to follow people that don't make me feel that way because they are also being silly and being themselves, and they are also speaking about the struggles of being true to yourself and showing yourself to people, really seeing that other people who I think are so impressive, then keep it so real, because it is scary when you think people can judge you, or when you know people can judge you. But that really is the only way to make any meaningful connections, because the people who will judge you, you have to literally not care about, because they're not worth it. And the people who genuinely fuck with your shit are going to just absolutely love it when you're being silly and you're being yourself and you're being unapologetic about it. Cringe is a social construct, actually. So is every other limitation in your head. At this point, I'm just saying cliche stuff, because honestly, self-love and happiness is all cliche stuff. And oh my god, another thing leads me to my next point naturally, that I literally wrote about this in my journal the other day. I decided to read that entry because I just think this came from such a pure place in my heart that I really hope it resonates with someone, and I get to make someone's day a little bit better with this. I love to love stuff. Nothing makes me happier than seeing something pretty or hearing something soothing for my ears. To witness someone with good energy win, then a part of me wins too. I celebrate for others as much as, if not more than, for myself. I am the happiest when I can share my love with others, when I can show someone the art I appreciate, or listen to them talk about their interests, or give compliments on their craft. Man, I love watching people do what they enjoy doing most in life. Watching a dancer dance, watching an actor act, listening to a singer sing. Nothing I love more than passionate people. That's probably because I am a passionate person too. I have a passion for humans and their silly little crafts. I think art and romance are falling out of touch with each other lately. People are forgetting how romantic creation actually is and how creative love should be. Love should be creative as hell. Sex is creation. Loving someone is transformation. I think this is why I miss being in love with someone these days. I get bored alone as I crave someone to shake things up when I get stuck and I cannot get my inspiration to flow on my own. Is that okay to feel? I want to shake them up too. It feels like that'd be easier than doing it for myself somehow. I'm not longing though. I am not asking love to hurry my way. I allow it to find me when I'm ready, and I promise I welcome it with a full heart. Just thinking about it makes me feel so warm. How could I ever forget about all this love in my cup when now it feels like it's overflowing? I won. Nothing gets better than this. Damn. So the reason I went on this little rant in my journal was because I keep thinking, what am I supposed to do with my life? And I ask this question quite often, but really what I'm thinking about when I say this is, what can I do that will earn me money so I can live? It's not the same thing. Like, I have so much energy for these kind of things, to appreciate art and to appreciate the beauty in others, but why is this not a thing that can earn me money, you know? I think these are the things that truly matter. Also why I wrote that art and romance are kind of falling out of touch with each other, because I was thinking that everyone is creating for the sake of selling it, and that is really taking the magic out of the creation. And what I think truly gives a piece of art meaning is when the person who made it was genuinely passionate about it. You can feel it if it moves you, like if there is an emotion that it's conveying to you, that's because someone put that emotion into the art piece. And it sickens me when that is missing, because that is like the entire point of art. Like, art is the language we speak to express the unexpressible parts of life and being a human, you know? Like, what the hell? There's like so much magic to be seen and to be experienced. I just want to feel more magical in my life, and I want other people to feel more magical when they are around me. I don't fucking care about anything else. Basically. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate on doing this for a second. I feel like we are all just really shy. Like, we're all just shy as hell to talk about our interests because we are scared that people are gonna make fun of us for liking something. If we were nicer to each other, we would not have reason to be scared of being authentic. Yes, so eventually, I just had this thought right now. At the end of the day, people always tell you that, oh, you should not care about what other people say or what other people think, how they judge you and whatnot, and you just have to mind your own business and be happy. And I think that is what really led us to go on this whole like nonchalant pandemic of being like, oh, I don't care about what you say about me because I'm trying to protect my peace. But then if we also paid attention, like we put ourselves on the opposite side of the situation and we try to improve rather how we react to other people, then we wouldn't have to be nonchalant. Because if you are a nice person and you're not judging someone for liking K-pop, for example, then that person doesn't have to go into isolation and nonchalant mode to protect themselves from you because you are being a genuinely nice person and you're not being a bitch. Like, just be nice, people. Just be fucking nice. Like, why is it so hard? Okay, that got me a little bit upset right here. Like, I got a little carried away by my emotions. I look crazy. Symmetry is not in the room with us, but I think this is it for today. I'm gonna go now because I feel like I don't have anything else to say for now. But I will surely be back and yap. So the internet doesn't stay a boring place without me yapping on it. Cringe.